Hello guys, welcome back to the new video. Today I want to make a video on the TCS Digital previous year interview questions because on Sunday we know that the TCS has declared the results and many of us selected for the TCS Ninja and TCS Digital roles. So that's why I want to make this video, and I already have make the video on the TCS Ninja interview questions. If you didn't watch that video, go and watch the video. It is available in my channel. And also it is based on one experience of the 2023 on campus and also experience of one of my seniors. And now I want to make video on the TCS Digital previous interview questions asked, and I have collected 100 plus questions of the TR, including like TR, HR, and also programming. My intention to make this video is that um, on what kind of the questions or topics they are stressing more, and from what topics they're asking the questions more, and what is the pattern of the questions, to let you guys know I'm making this video, and also programs and what kind of the problems they are giving to solve the code. That's why I mentioned the programming which they have asked previously, and also HR questions, as we know that the HR questions are almost same for every company. They want to know in a HR interview what is our response corresponding to some particular situations, and also they will give one topic to talk about that and how we are communicating with them, and they will also try to know our behavioral, they will ask some behavioral questions and what is our behavior. So it all depends on, so HR interview questions are almost same, right? So I have make this three questions. I make one presentation based on these three TR and HR questions
So now
and
coming into the
programs which
presentation,
they have asked. So
this
let's start the
presentation
presentation.
includes, as I said, TR plus HR previous year asked interview questions. And first of all, I want to wish all the best to everyone who are going to attend the interview. And these are the questions will definitely help you somewhere throughout the interview. And if you find it helpful, share with your friends too. And now starting the this TR interview questions. First of all, I want to stress on one point that always focus on your resume, because your resume will definitely decide your throughout the interview process, because weren't all the things that you have included in your resume uh, will also be asked by you most probably. So that's why concentrate on your resume, make sure that you're perfect in all the things which you have included in your resume. And then the questions will be categorized according to the different individuals, because I don't mean that this and all the questions will be asked by the everyone, but as you have like different kinds of the certifications and different kinds of courses which you have done, and the programming languages which you have which you know, and the achievements, and based on this, and the questions will be categorized for the every individual. So now coming into the questions, first of all, as obvious that they will ask you like tell me about yourself, and the second question, what is the difference between C and C++, and then third question, explain about your project, and then did you learn any latest technologies, willing to learn, and what are its application. This is one of the important questions that you make sure that well prepared with this question, because they're expecting to know one of the technologies, ongoing technologies, like artificial intelligence, then robotics and machine learning. So know about one of the technologies in detail, and also applications regarding that. And then coming into the next question, interviewer will ask you detailedly about the technology you chosen, because you already have examined, learn about the technology, right? So he will ask you like, what will you do like further in that, and what development, or what is your view to do in that particular technology further. So prepare for that question also. And currently the digital technologies are booming. Can you state why, and prepare for this also. And tell me about the technologies used in your project. If you used like any of the technologies in your project, then mention those, prepare those technologies also. And then next question, do you know any algorithms in neural network? What is IoT? It's also one of the technologies. What and all the difficulties do you face while making this project, and what difficulty do you think you will face in expanding this project, and why you chosen this project only. And they'll ask you like what makes you influence to choose this project only. So you have to ready with this answer also. And if you mention any skill certifications and achievements, you're supposed to ask by them to explain those things detailedly. So prepare for these also which you have mentioned. And questions on DBMS SQL language also they will ask. And the real life washing machine, does it work on the machine learning or the neutral network? And then what are your three preference languages like C or C++ or Python, Java? So what are your three preference languages? And then next explain your final year project. Ready with this answer also. If you're already done with your final year project, then that is well and good. You're going to explain. If like me you're not done with your final year project, then prepare like one of the projects, because they are expecting that we already have an idea about the final year project which we are going to do. So now only think like what you're going to say the answer, like what will you do in your final year project also. Ready for this question also. And then what is your dream project? Then what is cloud computing, where it is used, it is also one of the technologies. And then what algorithms do you know in cloud computing? What is exception, algorithms for Sudoku, and puzzle 10 coins with 5 heads problem. They will ask algorithms for such kind of games also. And what is the use of scope resolution operator, difference between vanilla and JavaScript, difference between React and Angular, why React is better, and then nodes use which language, and is it single threaded or multi-threaded, then callback functions, and questions from C++ and OOPS, difference between C++ and OOPS, features of the OOPS, and difference between multiple and multi-level inheritance with example, questions from data structures. Like this is important topic. Into important topics like they will ask questions. And cloud computing, AWS, IoT, Java, SQL, from this also they are going to ask the questions. And what is bias and machine learning, and why Python is interpreted language, different types of joins in SQL, it is also one of the important questions, make sure that you know about this. And then questions from the DSA, and stack, like stack, queue, priority queue, big O notations. So these are they are going to stress on. And say about your mini project. So if you're done with any mini projects, then be ready with that answer question also. And then if in your project, if you write research papers, actually some of the projects includes that some literature survey, we have to do the literature survey with the papers, and after that we have to examine those papers, and after that we have to give a final conclusion of on the papers, and we have to say our approach or the aspect finalized thing, and also we have to add in that research. So if you are included in such kind of the project, well prepare for that, for this question, this kind of the question also. They'll ask you what did you find something different which you included in your research. So that is about that question. And explain your project in deep, because it will leave a good effective impression on you if you will explain your project very deeply and nicely in depth. And difference between the trees and heaps, difference between overriding and overloading, it is also one of the important questions. What are your favorite subjects? And just be have a grip on your favorite subjects. Obviously we will have if those are our favorite subjects, and they'll ask you the questions in depth maybe. And you will be asked to choose your preference among programming languages, and will ask questions from it. Why Java does not support multiple inheritance? What are the data structures present in the Python? Explain difference between them. What do you mean by constructor? It is also an important question. And then difference between hash map, hash tree, hash table, questions from the computer architecture, asked to talk about some digital topic like Google Maps. So be ready with your favorite digital topic, or difference between tuples and list, what is pep8, types of imports available in React.js, and what is two-way binding, what is agile. These are something like software algorithms or something like that. What is agile, prepare with this question also important. And what is REPL in Node.js, what is life cycle component in React, how will you find like text in document, what is lambda, what are the four pillars of the oops, explain inheritance, keywords in Python, difference between ML and DL, data structures used in Facebook, graph searching algorithms. And then what do you mean by serializability in Java, what can we uh, what can we do to make a member variable of a serializable class into non-serializable, applications of AI, tree traversal, what tools did you use for the collaboration. And then this is the TR interview questions I have collected. And now coming into the programs, so these are the programs like as in the previous interviews, and you will have an idea like what type of problems they're asking, and they're frequently asked programs on the strings and C programs and the Java programs. So let's have a look on those also. And so now these are the questions which I have collected on the programs which they have asked. Fibonacci number code, write a program to find out unique element from group of elements. Write a program using files to read the data from a file and split it into two depending on the number of the paragraphs to check whether it is a palindrome or not. Even the input contains 500 digits. I asked like how you done with this. Then he said like he used a string to check because it can take any number of the digits. And then write a program to get nth Fibonacci number. And then write a program in Python using files to increment the elements of the file by 10. Write a code that you should take a string like which includes the characters and the number shanti 888999 like that, and we have to convert totally into the numbers which you can see on my screen. And then dynamic programming questions, string wildcard problem, and then coding related binary search tree, and write a program to print the current system time. And then I have some more questions, or write a program to find the product of the sum of the major and minor diagonal elements of a 2D matrix, programming on arrays, insertion and deletion and double linked list, explain any piece of the code which you like so far, write a program to take a password from the user and do a couple of validations to check if it meets certain criteria or not, give a number p, and then the q find the number q such that the product of digits of the q gives the p. So and then SQL query to get the nth record, write a program to find length of the string in C++ and Python, how to check whether the strings are equal in Java, write a code that demonstrates the use of props, write a program to print the prime numbers in the range of 1 to 100 in descending order, write function definition to string concat and C, pseudocode for selection sort. Yeah, these are the programming questions that I collected. So hope this will give you an idea like what kind of the questions that you're supposed to prepare for. And then HR interview questions. So I want to give a note that be well prepared to answer any kind of the questions. Don't take HR round easy, because all we feel like HR round is easy. So but don't go to HR round without preparation, because like preparing like normally, just prepare well for this also. Obviously it will give a good impression to the HR. So study about the company deeply, frame the answers and speak with yourself before attending, because they are expecting to know about the company in detail. So prepare about the company, know about the company, on what technologies they're working, and also prepare to answer any kind of the questions regarding the company. So now coming into the HR questions that you're going to face, and one more thing I want to mention, that the HR interview questions or almost same for the every company, just only differs the company details. But you can give this HR interview questions, prepare this HR interview question any company which you're going to give the interview. So these are the HR interview questions. Can you learn any latest technologies according to company's requirement anytime? Name few qualities a leader must possess. Are you okay with relocation? Do you have any problem with night shifts? Are you comfortable with working hours and relocation? Actually, these are all the questions which we are getting from the HRs. Like, they want our consent to that questions most probably. So according to that, prepare the answer. What is supervised learning? Do you have any questions for me? Strengths and weakness. Know about the TCS facts. How would you like to spend your spare time? What is software development life cycle? Do you have any location constraints? And then motivation in your life. Why would you react? Actually, this is my typing mistake. Why do you want to join in the TCS only? So you have to mention some details about the TCS, then achievements of the TCS. So you have to collect some information regarding that and answer for this. And then how would you handle the pressure? And if any one of your teammate dumps all his work on you, how would you react? And then how do you handle conflicts with co-workers? What makes you different from all other people in this panel for hiring you? Why should we hire you? This is one of the important questions. Prepare well. And what is success? How do you know like you succeed in your life? Tell me about your family background. And then what people do in IT industry. What are your hobbies? Will give situation, and they'll ask to discuss about that, because they want to know how you will handle it. And then where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And then if you're if you're not from CSC and IT, then they will ask this kind of the question also. Being a non-IT student, why do you want to join in IT field? So that's also one of the important questions. Make sure that your answer will be like impressive. And then which is better, working in teams or working as an individual? And how will you help in growth of the TCS? Yeah, these are the HR questions I collected. And thank you so much for watching this video. And if you find this video as an informative, so share with your friends also who are going to attend for the TCS Digital. And subscribe my channel, like my video and share. Thank you so much.